Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to build a voice bot that only allows verified users to interact with it. Let's get into it. So we'll be using Bland.AI for this tutorial. If you're not familiar with Bland.AI, just head over to Bland.AI. It's an amazing tool, allows you to build conversational AI assistants to handle inbound or outbound phone calls. The amount of flexibility is just amazing. So we're on the homepage. On the left-hand side, there are quite a few components. We're going to focus on conversational pathways today, which basically is a flow builder for this voice bot. And let's go ahead and create a pathway and start from scratch. This is going to take a few seconds until we'll get to the canvas. So this is a click on get started. This is the canvas. By default, there are three nodes. If you're familiar with chatbot building tools, you know the way the drag and drop nodes works, and you can just connect the handles to define what should be done after that node. So on the left hand side, you can see add new node, which all these different node types are available. And global prompt is a node that applies across all the conversational pathway or the workflow builder. So if you want to your assistant to have a certain personality or voice or some knowledge base it needs to know, this is the place to provide it. We're going to leave it empty for this tutorial. But what we're going to do is we're going to double click on this node. You can also change the node type from here. We leave it as default. We name is for internal use, so feel free to name it whatever you want. We're going to toggle off static text, so it's gonna be AI generated. Greet all users. Greet our users and ask how they're doing. Something simple like that. Let's leave everything else untouched and click save. We can get rid of one of these nodes. It's just one click on it and hit backspace, and it's gone. Um, This is a place to also define condition in which this pathway should be fired. So for this one, it's just simply when user responds. When the user respond. Of course, it can be more complex. We can also select it by variable, which we're going to see in a minute or two. But for this one, we're just going to leave it as simple as this. Click save. The next node would be the one that will be asking for their phone number associated with their accounts they have with our company. So in this case, we're saving the accounts, the information in Zoho CRM. Zoho is a really popular CRM, but yours can be anything and basically be connected to any CRM. Anyways, this node type is going to be wait for response. We are asking for phone number. Let's toggle off static text again and ask for the so we can verify their account, ask for the user's phone in which they have an account with us, and we need for this node we need to extract call information into variables so we can send it via a webhook to build the further automation. So we're going to name this one just phone number. It is a string type, and in the description the provided phone number by the users, and let's click save. Next node, let's click on add new node. Let's just select default. We change it inside the node. Let's connect these two. And for this one, as a condition, let's go to advanced setting. Oh no, let's actually stick with pathway label and say you when you have captured the user's phone number. So I'm just going to copy and paste it for description. You can leave it empty as well, but it just so when you captured phone number, then we need a webhook node to verify the phone number. Click on webhook. We're going to provide the URL from make, but it's going to be a post request. We're going to also capture response, and we don't need any header, so leave it toggled off. For the body, we are sending the variable, the user phone we just captured. So what I'm doing is quotation marks phone, and then quotation marks, and in double curly braces, which defines variables, you type your variable name, in this case phone number. We also need response data, so we need to capture whether the account was found or not. I'm calling it found, let's say. And for JSON path, dollar sign dot variable name. Let's leave this one empty. Pathway after API request response. I'm going to close it and we're going to build it just in a second. And speech during webhook, let's toggle on static text for this one. And let's say, please hold a moment. Click save. Now we need to define two pathways, right? If the account was found and if it was not found. So I'm going to add two default nodes to the canvas. This one, I'm going to name it was found. And in the prompt section, I write let the users know you have successfully located their account, something simple. And let's just click save. This one, let's set it up. Let's call it wasn't found. And let's say let me let the users know you couldn't locate their account and they shall try one more time. Let's click save. And now let's go back to the webhook node. Let's go to pathway after API request response. Let's select our variable. Let's select the condition as contains yes. Go to was found, add pathway, found, select the variable, contains no, then go to wasn't found. Um, okay, now it's the time to go to make.com to get the URL and set up the scenario. Okay, we are in make scenario, a new scenario. Click on the first module and select webhook and custom webhook as the starting module. So if you haven't already, you can click on add, give it a name and create a new webhook. I have done already and I have this one, so I'm going to select it. Copy address of this webhook. Let's go back to Blend. Let's go to the webhook node and I'm going to remove this and provide the webhook we just copied and click save. We go back to make, click OK. At this point, we need to conduct a test to see if we can actually capture the phone number with this module. So run this module only, wait for new data. Let's go to Bland. Let's click on test pathway and click on test pathway. Um, I'm doing well. It asks for my phone number. I just give it some value to see. Let's go back to make. Okay, cool. So we have the value successfully captured here in make, and now we can build the rest of the automation. The next module, we are using Zoho CRM, as I said. So I'm going to search for Zoho CRM, and we are searching for an object. So click on search objects. You should do a connection with Zoho. It's super straightforward, just a few clicks, and then you select it. The module would be I'm searching for this phone number in contacts module, and the filter would be we're asking for phone number, so we select phone, Then click on this little arrow equals this value. Click on phone from previous step. So if phone in contacts equals the phone number we captured, and that would be it for this module, click OK. So now we either get a yes, was found, or was not found. So we need to define two paths, define a filter. In order to do that, click on the next module, start typing router, router, select router. So this basically allows us to set up filter. And the first path, I would set up a filter, name it found, let's say. And the condition would be if object ID from previous step, and then it's we don't need a text operator. Click on little arrow, basic operator exists. So if object ID exists, click OK. Then the module would be a webhook response, status 200, leave it as it is. And then we're going to type curly braces, and we need a variable name from our webhook node in Bland.AI. So click on webhook. We could just call it found, right? So I'm going back to make quotation marks found, and then let's say yes, click OK. The next filter would be, okay, we can either do like the previous step, or we can just set it up as fallback. So if it was not found, just as a fallback, toggle on yes, click OK, and we should be good. And for this one, the response would be also a webhook, webhook response module, 200. I just copy that one from and type no, click OK. Um, at this point, we can actually conduct a test and see if it works. So let's click on run once, wait for new data. Let's go to Bland, click save. Let's close everything. Let's click on test pathway again, test pathway. Well, so I'm going to give it an actual number from our Zoho CRM to get a yes. This is a phone number. On the right hand side, you can see it. Okay, cool. So the phone number was captured, and then the response found yes, which we defined here. Found contains yes, do this. If it's no, do that. And from here, you can, of course, build further automations and call external tools using a method I showed you in this video. And in the next video, I'm going to cover achieving the same using a slightly different method using tools. So we're going to use the custom tool node, which is very similar to webhook node, but it's a demonstration how to do that in the other way. Guys, chicos, chicas, if you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, comment. It helps me and supports me to keep this channel going. And yeah, catch you in the next one.